You know when it's around midnight and you're taking your 96 personality test of the night and you come across a question that's like, are you a deeply poetic person whose fatal flaw is that you are just too selfless? And you look at it and you're like, yeah, that's definitely me, strongly agree. After you've spent the last 7 hours or so struggling to form coherent sentences whilst talking solely about yourself, yeah, me too. You know, we're all taught that phrase from a young age. Nobody knows you better than yourself. And I guess that's true to a certain extent, but it took me a while to believe it. So go back a few years to middle school me, yikes, and that first day of 6th grade when they give us all those icebreaker questions we all despise, and you get to that question that's like, what is one trait that defines you? I had always struggled with these types of questions because I thought I would get it wrong. So I marked down the one word I had been called practically since birth: shy. I have always been a shy person. Maybe you don't believe me because I'm standing here talking, or maybe you can tell based off my incredibly anxious composure. But in case you don't believe me, here are just a few instances in which I was particularly disappointed in my social capabilities. Number one, I did not go homesick a single day ever in school, including this one time in 7th grade where I swear I was on the brink of collapsing, but I just kept walking around, failed a couple tests, and then went home and found out I had a 104-degree fever. Number two, last year I went to Little Caesars with a friend, as one does when your main source of income is spare change from the library vending machine, and I was tasked with ordering food. A relatively simple thing to do, which I attempted in an array of awkward mannerisms and laughing. And the employee felt so bad for me that they gave me 2 of what I ordered, for free. Now, there are about 800 other instances I could name, but frankly, they're far too embarrassing. And the point is, people were right. I am shy. But when you're shoved into that box, people begin to make certain assumptions about you. And when you've been defined by one word for so long, you start to believe other people's assumptions over your own thoughts. As a kid, I had always been really hesitant to show even the slightest interest in things like theater or performing or anything that wasn't confined to that one word's overly broad definition. I mean, I would daydream about being one of those extroverted theatrical kids, but the two did not exactly overlap with my proclaimed identity as a socially inept recluse. I mean, so I just pretended that I wasn't interested in anything for years, because how could other people be wrong about me? I knew myself so little that I just knew I could never trust myself over them. You know those people that are just so blatantly egotistical and it's painfully clear to everyone around them? I was terrified of becoming one. Of becoming someone so ignorant. So I let other people always be right about me over me. They call me selfish and I was a narcissist. They call me annoying and I might as well never speak again. They call me evil and I was the antagonistic monster we're taught about in Disney movies as a child. They call me crazy, and they did. I could never trust myself ever again. And if people didn't tell me who to be, I was nothing. Until I stopped caring. It's not as simple as that phrase makes it seem, and frankly, I have no idea how I did, but I stopped caring if people thought I was a selfish monster because I knew I needed to be myself entirely before I could figure out how to grow as a person. I started talking more, getting engaged with performances, doing monologue show, and so many other things I never thought I'd be able to. Sure, I do still struggle a little bit with checking out at grocery stores without thorough mental preparation. And yeah, I am a lot more annoying now. But I'm learning who I am without other people. I'm not quite fully there yet, considering how reliant I am on personality tests, but I do know some things. I am a socially anxious extrovert. I am not selfish. I am not ignorant. I am not evil. And I am not crazy.